we go. Here we are on the Drewzy Yarn, sitting around, having a yarn. I cooked that, mate. I stuffed it. But we got Liam on acoustic guitar. We got me on vocals, and today we are back for Drewzy Yarn number 6, 7, something like that. I've got my my housemate, my long-time good friend Liam Cruel Deadly Webster. Say hello. What do you do? What do you know? Go, Joe.
That's me.
Bring the mic closer to your mouth, mate.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Wonderful.
So me and Liam, I've known him. I picked him up from the tip once. I saw him in there scrounging the ground trying to find an acoustic guitar actually, and then we found one for him, and I got him up busking, and then he earned enough money, and then I was like, all right, let's go to the streets. And I'm talking absolute shit here, but no, we're on the podcast. Drewzy Yarn, 2 guests pulled out this week, Liam. So your absolute last resort.
Oh, lovely. That's me usually anyway. So yeah, we'll take that.
But thanks for saving the podcast. You had a good day today, eventful day.
Oh yeah, you could call it that.
So yeah, I woke up, watched a bit of football, bit of NFL action. And me and Liam agreed yesterday that we were going to the gym. We were going for a walk, and I brought up the idea. And I didn't say shake on it, but I just grabbed his hand and shook on it.
Yeah, didn't have much choice, but yeah.
So, given that firm agreement that we had yesterday, I woke you up at about 11 o'clock, and you weren't happy, were you, Liam?
Nah, I was having a really good sleep. I have a pretty bad sleep schedule because like just working late nights at the bar and whatever. And yeah, I was catching up on some sleep, having probably the best sleep I've had in about 3 days. And Drews comes along and starts tickling my feet, and coming very authoritarian.
Pulling your leg hairs.
Come on, mate, get up now. I'm like, oh, leave me alone. Come on now. But yeah, no, I got up unwillingly. And
never been to the gym before, have you, Liam?
Yeah, I lost my gym virginity.
How was it? How was your first gym experience? Day 1, 31st of January 2022. Liam's fitness journey begins, mate. You love the fitness journey, don't you?
Oh, always, mate.
How'd you find the gym going in? What was the mindset going in other than being pissed off because I woke you up when you were having a good snooze?
Honestly, I had a bit of a snooze in the car, like just sort of shut my eyes for a bit, was laying there.
I thought you were just being quiet because you were just pissed off.
Nah, I had my eyes shut. I was getting a few little
Z's in?
Little Z's in, yeah, I suppose you could call it that. But yeah, once I got there, wasn't too bad. What's his name? Hamza. Yeah, he sorted me out. What was it? Just gave me a bit of a tour around the joint.
Good facilities.
Yeah.
Good Life Inaloo we went to. And yeah, it's quite a nice gym actually.
Yeah, very clean, quite nice.
Yeah.
Better than I expected.
Clean showers, nice sauna in there. You love your sauna, don't you?
Oh yeah, being a ginger bloke, like honestly, I love the heat.
So talk me through life being a ginger. What's it like not having a soul and just attracting all the heat rays from the sun?
It's pretty bad to be honest. Like when you think about it, you can't go outside for more than 5 minutes, whether it's 20 degrees or 40.
This feels the same, do you think? Or
yeah.
You just start sweating profusely?
Well, not so much sweating profusely. I can feel my skin burning.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you slip, slop, and slap?
I do when I'm going out for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you know, if it's about a 5-minute journey, then yeah, there's not really too much to worry about.
There you go. There's an insight into life as a ginger.
It's not ideal.
But how'd you find the gym? So we went pretty light today. Little steps to start off, because I think when we moved in, we tried to get you into fitness and we were just like, run, quick, go.
Yeah, left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth, but
so it traumatized you a bit. But
yeah, easy.
Yeah, before we moved in, it was Liam Fat to Fit 2021. You did go from fat to thin. Wouldn't say fat to fit.
Yeah, no,
but now we're getting
fit.
you from thin to thick. So what did we do today? You tell me, mate.
So got in there, got the tour from Hamza. Shout outs Hamza. Good bloke. Yeah, so went over to, what was it, like bench press?
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
You're telling the story here.
Yeah, well,
gym lad.
Walked over to bench press, realised that bar is actually heavier than I expected.
Yeah?
Yeah, to be honest. I don't
20
know.
kg?
I have a bit of a cooked elbow, like, because I did both my arms at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, kind of clicking a bit, but you powered through. It was all right. But
Got 30 kilos on there.
big 30 kegs. Look at that, mate.
15 reps as well.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Pays pews. But, yeah, no, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. It was pretty good. I actually quite enjoyed the experience, but it was, like, just getting out of bed that was probably the worst bit. And getting my feet tickled and all of the above.
Don't mind a bit of a foot massage, surely.
I actually can't stand anyone touching my feet. Hey? Like, it's like my weakness. Like,
I'll remember that one.
yeah, when I was in Malaysia once as a kid, I was with Dad and one of his mates, and his mate's wife was there, and she's like, "Oh, let's get a pedicure," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll give it a crack." Like, you know, haven't had one before, and I couldn't do it. Like, there's this lady trying to like give my foot like a massage and. Like, she's putting things in between my toes and stuff. And I was just like, it was so ticklish. Like, I can't do it. I can't have anyone touch my feet.
But other than getting your feet tickled, overall good experience in the gym. What would you rate it out of 10?
Yeah, probably like a 7 or 8.
Positive.
Yeah. No, it was better than I thought, to be honest.
I said to you before we went in, the hardest part, and I'll say this to anyone about going to the gym, is going in, signing up, getting the tour, and just getting over that first hump. Because it's all mental, mate. Like, we was talking about it in the last episode, if you listened, about the 20 push-up mandate in the group chat. Like, a couple months ago, you wouldn't have been able to do, or you wouldn't have done 20 push-ups, but since it was mandated in the group chat, you did it, and you realised it wasn't that hard. Did you think, like, going to the gym would just be, like, struggle town, like, in deep water? What was the hardest part about going to the gym for you?
Getting out of bed. Honestly, that was really tricky. I was enjoying my sleep, having a nice dream.
Made him a coffee to get him up, though.
Yeah.
Don't say I never do anything for you.
Nah, that was a good move, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I actually quite enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, after doing all the push-ups in the group chat, like, I didn't even think I could do 20 push-ups. Like, a bit of a weakling. But, yeah, like, Sean convinced me to do 20. So I did it, and I was like, oh, it's not actually that bad, is it? So, yeah, I don't know. Did a few push-ups here and there for the group chat.
I reckon you did about 100 in a day. One day you just went off and you did about 5 videos, 20 push-ups.
Yeah, no, I did 100 in that day. And
not the greatest depth, but I like the dedication.
Not at all.
That's all I can ask for is the dedication. But we did bench press. We did cable flies.
Yeah.
We call those the titty squeezes for Liam. You want to squeeze your titties
squeeze them in.
I'm actually pretty surprised that I have bigger titties than Sean. I reckon I can out-titty Sean.
You're bigger than Sean, bro.
Yeah, I'll take that. He might be able to beat me in a fight, but to get Sean, like, you got to do the old sneak attack. That's what I've realised after growing up with him beating me up my whole childhood.
Yeah.
Sneak attacks is the way to get Sean. Get him while he's sleeping or while he's not looking, while he's having a scroll. That's how you get him.
Yeah. Just don't squeeze his thighs.
But yeah, what you were saying about like, it's really not that hard. I think when people don't go into the gym, they're just so like overwhelmed with like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is going to be well tricky.
Yeah, I'm going to look like an idiot. Sort of thing,
everyone's going to be looking at me. And then you go in and you realise it's not that hard. Like, you weren't even sweating. Just working your muscles.
Yeah, I could definitely feel what was going on though.
Yeah.
Like, I was, by the time I'd finished like a set, I could definitely feel what's been targeted. And, like, I didn't mind it because you can sort of rest afterwards, like, for a bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Yeah, but I think something that I've been meditating, mate. I've been meditating pretty much all this month. I reckon I would have done about 20 to 25 days of meditation.
Nice.
Mate, you can switch off your mind because your mind controls a lot.
Yeah.
And when you understand through, I don't know if there's any other way to do it, but through meditation, I have found a way to detach mind from matter. And it's very beneficial, mate. So give meditation a go out there because it's good. Lowers your consciousness because consciousness is quite mental at times, isn't it?
Yeah, fully.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. Like, that was always my first thought when I thought I was like, thinking about going to the gym or whatever. It was always like, just need to go in there and do it because if I sort of think about it for ages, like, I'm just not going to go. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have a choice today, but it was, it wasn't bad. I quite enjoyed it.
In hindsight, are you glad that I grabbed you out of bed and tickled your feet?
Yeah, look, if you asked me this morning, after you got me out of bed, I probably would have called you every name under the sun. But now, looking back at it, yeah, I'm glad you did.
Yep, you're going to get your second jab this week, and then you'll be right into it, mate. You'll be a Tier 1 member of society, and we'll get get the ball rolling, mate.
Thank
Liam,
God for that, eh?
do you mind me asking what you weigh at the moment, or do you not want to disclose?
Go for it, mate.
What do you want? What do you weigh at the moment then?
I weigh 85.
Fat.
Yeah.
No.
Hell fat.
You're actually not fat though. You're like pretty thin. So yeah, I reckon chuck on like 8 keg. It'll be like 90 keg, solid blow.
You reckon?
Yeah. And you don't have much to lose.
Yeah,
Like,
I suppose.
so yeah, chuck on a bit of size. But yeah, first sort of month in the gym, it's just working the muscles which you haven't really worked before. Like this is how you work your chest and your triceps. We're doing skull crushes.
Yeah.
What were the skull crushes like? The scariest exercise under the sun.
Look, they were good. I felt like I was going to crush my skull at a few points. Had to readjust my grip and...
You do like headbutting the wall though, so I thought you'd like that one.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't know. I just found like I'd have that shakiness. So like it felt like from my back all over, like it was just like uncontrollable shaking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just because I'm weak.
Liam was experiencing the shakes on the skull crushers, and I was saying to him, when you first start out at the gym, like when you're contracting muscles, all that is like your brain and spinal cord signaling to the muscles. So if you're doing tricep extension, like elbow extension like that, like you've never done that movement, isolated that before. So your brain's like signaling to your muscles, all right, I need to do elbow extension. But because it's never done that before, it's just like, all right, we're going to signal to every bloody motor neuron in that area to go. So it's just like shaking because it doesn't know what's going on. But as you go on with the gym, you're going to, it's going to be more specific to what actually needs to happen, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyhow, enough about the gym, because I know you just love that so much. What other hobbies do you have, Liam? If you have a day off and you're getting out of bed and you're feeling like you want to have a good day, what do you do?
Honestly, I don't do heaps, but
if you were to do something,
if I were to do something, like I don't mind going for the occasional skate when it's not like 40 degrees.
Yeah, it's a bit hard at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proper like sauna around these parts. But
Silly
being a ginger bloke as well, it ain't easy.
You're definitely a winter sort of bloke, aren't you?
Oh yeah, no.
Hoodies and trackies.
I would hibernate during summer if I could. Like proper hibernate.
Yeah. How'd you get into skating? How'd you start doing that?
So yeah, that was a bit of a weird one. I never really I grew up like I was about 3 or 4, and Dad sort of taught me how to push on a skateboard, and never really thought I was any good at it, and didn't really bother. But I got to about year 3 or 4, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know. I just got home one day and I was bored, and I had a skateboard laying around, and I went, oh, I should probably learn how to do an ollie or something.
And the saying goes, you can't skate bored. It's fun. It's cool. It's skate fun.
Yeah.
God, I'm funny. Subscribe.
But yeah, I just went out the back there and just bloody practiced my ollie for like until the sun went down, basically.
Yeah.
And much to Mum's annoyance, because it makes lots of loud banging and all of the above. But yeah, figured that out, and then I don't know. I had like a mate in year 4 at the time, and he started skating around the same time as me. So we kind of just, it wasn't like competitive, but we definitely like
try to one up each other.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. Competition makes you better, mate.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like crazy competition or anything. It was just like, oh, I can do this now.
Yeah.
And then, he'd come along and say something. But yeah, just started going to skate park and stuff after that. And, because that was like a little bit daunting as well for me personally, like just going to a skate park. Like,
I'm terrified of skateboards. They move under your feet. I like a nice firm surface, feet on the ground.
Yeah, I understand why.
Yeah.
Like, I've definitely done my fair few injuries.
Yeah, so you were saying about your elbow before, how it was clicking when you were doing the bench press. Why was that? Talk us through that injury where you broke both your arms.
Man. That was tricky. So, yeah, that was a big day. I caught the train up to the city with the same mate, actually.
What's his name?
Lockie Cook. Shout out Lockie Cook.
Shout out Lockie Cook.
Miss you. Anyway.
Come hang out sometime.
Yeah, probably should. So yeah, caught the train up to Perth. Got a new skateboard deck that day.
Sick.
Yeah, going past Fiona Stanley on the train, and I went, oh, I hate hospitals, eh?
Did you actually have that thought that day?
I literally said it out loud. I was like, I fucking hate hospitals, man. Like, yeah.
I like it.
Anyway, got my new deck, was chuffed about it, caught the train home, and we went to good old 6168 Rockingham Skate Park.
Shout outs.
And yeah, I was trying to get this nose slide down the fun box, and look, the fun box at Rocco Skate Park is pretty old. It's pretty dated, and it's a bit run down.
Right.
So, anyway, I was getting pretty close. You know, like I'd done probably 20 to 50 attempts at it, somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
And I was getting pretty darn close, and I wasn't giving up. Just got this fresh deck, mind you. So, yeah, I went up for the nose slide, and as I've kind of locked in, I've overshot it, and my foot slipped off onto the
Fun box?
yeah, onto like the hubber.
Yeah,
so
okay.
like onto the concrete, and my shoe kind of gripped onto it.
Ooh.
And I pretty much fell straight forwards, like
Arm straight out.
arms straight out, landed on both arms, and it just like all the shock kind of went up my arms and like chipped all the bones in my elbows.
Ooh.
So I had the old double sling going on for a while there. It was
Proper disabled spec.
yeah.
What? So do you know what bones that you broke? Was it like your forearm bones, like your ulnar and radius or humerus, or?
Cannot remember.
Right.
All I know is it just chipped all the bones around here. I had like floating.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Brutal.
So I'm not too sure. Like I got multiple X-rays and stuff, but yeah, I can't really remember. I was pretty young.
Hence, he has a clicky elbow on the bench press.
Yeah, I noticed it with the push-ups. Like that's where
Yeah.
I first noticed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the old bench press, it was a little bit weird.
Clicking away. The only skating experience I had was playing the best game ever created, Skate 3.
Oh, that's a classic.
Where's Skate 4? Been waiting for that for years.
It's coming.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in development.
Oh,
Yeah, they
that'd be
put
fun.
out some like teaser stuff a while ago.
True. That's got me excited now that you've said that. It's the best game ever created, mate. Just open world, skating away, doing hectic tricks and that. Super ultra mega park.
Classic.
When we moved in here, we were just playing that for the first couple of weeks. Made
Yeah.
your own character, looked exactly like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, great
Short
game.
shorts and all.
Great game. You're a bit of a gamer growing up.
Oh
eh?
yeah. Yeah.
What were you playing growing up?
I used to smash like obviously bits and pieces of COD. I kind of jumped on the bandwagon a bit late, so like I sort of missed the prime of MW2.
Best game ever created.
Yeah,
Alongside Skate 3.
I think I got like a PS3 like probably just after Black Ops came out.
Yeah, okay.
So, obviously I used to smash like Crash Bandicoot and stuff when I was
Yeah.
like 5 and just like play games like that. But and all the Tony Hawk games and whatever, like Underground 2, American Wasteland,
Yeah,
classics.
boy.
Hopped on the Black Ops train for a bit, and then MW3 came out, which wasn't the best, don't get me wrong, but I had some pretty enjoyable
Yeah,
times
I
playing
liked
that.
NW3.
Yeah, I mean, it was less, it wasn't as free moving, like you couldn't
Yeah.
hit the YYs and things like that. It was a
Silent shots.
bit more janky. You could still hit a silent shot.
Could ya?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it was just a bit more janky. So yeah, played that for a bit, and then got really into like Skyrim for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like just smashed Skyrim for months.
Never
Like,
played Skyrim, eh?
Awesome game.
Yeah?
Awesome.
Highly recommend.
So dope.
How is it similar to like Red Dead? Like open world sort of thing, or?
In a way, I suppose. I don't know. It's just like Red Dead's a lot more of like, it feels like a real kind of environment. Like that's probably what things would have been like for the time.
Yeah.
Whereas Skyrim's a bit more like mystical and like
Yeah, okay.
giants walking around and all that jazz.
Goblins and whatnot.
Yeah, like orcs and bloody, I don't know. It was just like, it was a good game, eh?
Yeah.
Like kind of just the way everything's laid out and all the different parts of the map and stuff is just like really impressive for the time it came out. I know they've re-released it like 12 more times, but
Have they?
yeah.
Yeah. What, like remaster and that?
Yeah, they did like a remaster and then they just like, they drop it on like, like Nintendo Switch and
Yeah,
all the like
okay.
upcoming consoles and shit like that.
Yeah, right. It's hectic. Like GTA 5 come out 10 years ago. That makes me feel old, mate. I
Yeah.
remember going to was it 2013 that it come out?
I think so.
Yeah,
I was in
okay.
year 8. when it
Yeah,
came out.
okay. So it's been out for 9 years. I remember going to the footy watching the Dockers win the prelim against Sydney, which was 2013, and then going home and downloading GTA 5. But yeah, you just know that GTA 6 is going to be like the best game ever once it comes out.
Yeah, if Red Dead like has, with the way Red Dead came out and got released and just playing that, I still haven't even finished it, to be honest.
Great game, mate.
I used
Great
to play
game.
it on an ex's PlayStation, and I got like over halfway through it and I was really enjoying it. And then
you broke up.
Yeah. And I didn't want to start it from the beginning.
That was the hardest part about the breakup, not getting to see where John Marsden ends up.
Literally, I was so invested in it too. And like I had to make like scheduled times where I could play it. Otherwise, I'd sort of get in doghouse. So,
Really?
yeah, sort of. So, let's stray away from that. But yeah, I just
So how was your breakup experience?
Oh, so good. So good. No, but yeah, I don't know. I just never wanted to like restart the campaign because it was just like so good and took so much work to get to where I was.
Long slog.
Yeah. But yeah, if Red Dead has anything to do with it, GTA 6 is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, they're both made by Rockstar, so I'd say it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Red Dead 2 was one of the best games I ever played, I reckon. That was the last game that I like properly got invested in, like that and FIFA. Red Dead 2, what a game. What a time to be alive that time would have been, eh? Just going down the saloon, having a shootout.
Well, that's the thing as well. Like they made it so there's a lot more like art, like buildings and things that you can enter.
Yeah,
like, so
interactive in that.
Yeah, so and little like side quests and stuff like everywhere you go. But yeah, I'm pretty keen for the old next GTA, but I don't think it's going to be coming for a long time.
Yeah, well, it's been like rumored ever since it come out. Like, when's the next one? When's the next one?
They always have been, man. Like they're always like that.
Yeah. Bit like that James Bond film that was really good last night that we watched. Man.
That's what playing Red Dead felt like to me.
Yeah.
Because I never saw the ending.
So me and Liam were sat on the couch last night. We were sitting watching the new James Bond, No Time to Die. I've been waiting for ages for it to come out. So the release of the new James Bond was delayed because of the pandemic, but it was because originally the storyline was meant to be a bioweapon.
Yeah, from what I've heard rumored, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's just say that, yeah, from what we know, the original script was there's a bioweapon and it like affects your DNA and your gene coding and stuff like that. But the words that they were using during the movie, they were saying like, send him into quarantine, put him into lockdown. Like it was so, it was pretty crazy to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I got pretty invested in it. So what happened really was Sean, he'd rented the movie like probably 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I think he was watching it on like Saturday night or something. And I got home from work at about near enough 1 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
And I came home and...
I would have been Friday, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it was Friday. So yeah, I came home, watched probably the last 10 minutes of it with Sean. And yeah, I was like, it looks pretty cool. Like, didn't really know what was going on. I wasn't really invested in the James Bond franchise or anything. I haven't seen the last two or something.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh yeah, it looks pretty cool. And yeah, he went to bed. And then yesterday, last night...
chucked it on?
Yeah, we chucked it on. Got literally like...
15 minutes away from the ending?
Yeah, 15 away from the ending and the rental period ran out.
Couldn't believe it, eh?
Yeah.
Liam's seen the last 15 minutes before he watched the first 2.5 hours. I'd watched the first 2.5 hours waiting for the ending, and we just get the old sort of red ring of death scenario. I thought the internet cut out.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I click back? You go check the internet. You're like, no, I'm pretty sure it's on. I'd like clicked back off it, clicked back on it, and it's like the trailer for the movie. So James Bond, No Time to Die, one of the best movies I've seen in a long time, and I didn't get to see the ending, so I still don't know what happened.
Just a big blue balls, wasn't it?
Massive blue balls. So disappointing. But yeah, great film. This break in the podcast is brought to you by absolutely no one. My podcast is available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so make sure you leave a 5-star rating and leave a review to provide some feedback for the show. I also upload all the best clips from the show onto my TikTok @_Drewzy. So go follow that up and enjoy the rest of the episode. So other than being a gaming skater, you're also a rock star. Big rock star. That's how I met you. In the tip, trying to find the acoustic guitar and look at where you are. Traveled the world. No, you haven't traveled the world, but you are the bass player, the bass guitarist in Daybreak.
Yeah, you could probably call it that.
How did you... Oh, I won't ask you how you got in the band.
No, you can.
How'd you get in the band?
Well, I was in year 9.
Playing some Red Dead.
Yeah, probably playing some Red Dead. Anyway, got seeing this bird, I suppose. And I'd go around hers after school and whatever. And yeah, her older brother was in this bloody real rock and roll band, I suppose you could call it. And I used to hear them jamming all the time, and it wasn't really my kind of music that I'd listen to or anything.
Very heavy.
Oh, somewhat heavy.
Shitty.
Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. I used to get bullied by like Sean and bloody all those boys for a while there. Used to just cop it on the chin, give it back here and there. And
What for? Just being there?
yeah, literally just being like, old mates,
Yeah.
sister's boyfriend at
Auntie
the time.
Jackie's sister's brother's boy sort of
Yeah,
thing.
something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, used to go around, and then out of the blue, like, I think Sean and Blake,
Right.
they just hit me up and were like, "Oh yeah, our bass player is moving to guitar. Do you want to play bass?" And I was like, "I don't really play bass, but I can probably learn." So yeah, it was like my only shot, like at joining a band, I suppose. Cause,
Did you want to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because no one else was sort of doing anything in the local sort of
Yeah.
area, and like we lived pretty far away from like everyone else, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Could say you put Bowdy on the map then. Shout out Bowdivers.
Yeah, for
Was
sure.
it 6172?
72. Yeah, 6172.
Shout outs. But yeah, those are the ends. And yeah, you've actually done pretty well, the band, to be fair. Like for a bunch of little pre-pube boys in the old room in our house. Had a little jam room in our house where you used to play all the time, and I'd get home and hop on FIFA with the boys, and I couldn't put my mic on because you were just blaring death metal through the walls.
Yeah.
But yeah, how's the Rockstar life, bro? How's it been being in a band?
Oh, so good, man. Can't even go outside anymore because the like paparazzi just rock up everywhere.
Yeah,
Just
they're
like,
actually outside. That's why we got the window shut.
Yeah.
Just want them to get the hot scoops.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's been really good. Got to like travel more than I ever would have expected.
Yeah.
Got to miss out on my school camp in year 10, which was relentlessly known for being terrible. Like,
Was it like a one where you have to go in the bush and graft away sort of thing?
oh yeah, so it's like this 10-day experience that you've got to pay for, by the way, and it's like $1,000 or something.
To go out in the bush and camp.
Yeah, and you've literally got to shit in a bucket. Like, they don't allow you to shit in the bush because, like, or dig a hole or anything because they're like, oh, it affects the environment. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you just want people to shit in a bucket. So, I luckily timed that with our first tour.
Yeah.
So, everyone else had to go on this 10-day bloody
Poo camp.
uphill battle. Like, and they're all walking, like, 20 Ks a day sort of thing, just in the blistering heat.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to go over to bloody Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney.
How many tours have you been on?
I think 5 or 6. Hey?
That's hectic,
Yeah.
man. Just the boys just touring up.
Yeah, it was good though because got to like get away for our first one. I was still in like year 10 at the time.
Yeah.
So
You're so young, man.
yeah, like going over to the other side of the country, and you got a bit of freedom, I suppose.
Yeah.
And like hanging out with all your mates. It was a pretty cool experience.
What are the best places that you've been to and played? Like, what are the better shows and destinations that you've been to on your tours?
We've played, I think, 2 of the Invasion Fest gigs over in. We played one in Sydney, but the first one was in Melbourne from memory. They were awesome. They were really cool.
Big crowds.
Yeah.
How many do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know.
Couple 100,000-ish.
Oh yeah, millions.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were cool. We got to play a really cool one in Perth once, with like Parkway Drive.
Oh yeah.
For like their 10-year anniversary or something.
Yeah.
And,
Was that at Metros?
Yeah.
Shout out to Metros.
But that was awesome. I didn't expect I'd never been to the venue or anything. I think I'd just turned 18.
Yeah.
So, we were like playing the show. Well, sorry, setting up for the show. I was playing around with all my bass stuff and just turned around and I was like, oh, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
And we're like doing the sound check and we're just looking around at each other like there's so much like echo going on. Like this place is massive. So that was a cool experience as well. And obviously touring with like the Polaris boys and stuff that was really cool. Heaps of good shows over East and stuff.
Yeah. That's dope. It's so sick to see like when Polaris come and stayed literally in our house, like they were probably like similar size, probably a bit bigger than you guys were at the time. But now they're doing world tours, traveling around Browntown,
Yeah.
walking around, singing about.
Yeah. No, they've done well for themselves. They're a good band, solid blokes too.
But yeah, a bit of a dead period in the band in the last sort of year and a half up until you released Fracture, just living La Vida Loca, finding your inner self and whatnot. Obviously, you started your Barber Apprenticeship. Sean started training a lot more. Blake started his tattooing apprenticeship and whatnot. But what's the future projections for the band this year?
Look, I think we're pretty much trying to write as often as we can. It's just like, when everyone gets like a free day, like even when there's not a free day, like Sean's been hustling pretty hard with Schmuns there.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because we're trying to get this like, I don't know, we're just working on demos and stuff and trying to put it towards an album, I suppose. But yeah, it's all working pretty well.
Coming out with some unique sounding, heavy sounding tracks.
Trying to, mate.
Yeah. I like the sound of it. So you travelled around Australia in your band, in the van.
In the van.
Becoming a man.
That was, the van. Like, Kia Carnivals should not be built for, like, 6 people plus a whole bunch of luggage.
Gets a bit hot and steamy in there.
Nah, just literally not having, like, a free seat. Like, if you were stuck in the middle, like...
Driving from, like, Brisbane to
wherever. Just doing, like, a 10-hour plus drive, and you're, like, stuck in the middle, and then you've got, Sean, he looks over at you, and he's just like, oh, hey, man, can I just lean on you? I'm like, yeah, go for it. So you're stuck in the middle. You've got like someone's head leaning against your shoulder. You can't like put your head back or anything. Like just absolute struggle town.
Sardines, like an Indian train station, mate.
Just your lower back is just see you later.
Yeah.
You don't even have a lower back by the end of the day.
There's a whole upper back, hunchback. That's right. We got you in the gym now, mate. So next time you'll be on tour, you'll have a big, nice posture in the tour van, man.
Never had a posture.
What's the some funny stories from tour? If you can spit one out for me, there's got to be a few.
There's heaps of funny ones, but I don't know if they're appropriate. Let me think.
I like the things that come out of it, like the crazy frog.
Yeah, that was always a banger. Like, so whenever someone would fall asleep in the van with their headphones in, if you knew their passcode, you'd hop on their phone, type in Crazy Frog, get Axel F, and just put it on full volume and see how long it takes for the person to wake up.
Just fall asleep in this van where you can't even move. Finally get like a little bit of rest, and you just hear. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
So yeah, my experience with the Crazy Frog was I'd been up pretty much all night in the passenger seat, like spotting the road for James because he was driving, and everyone else is in the back asleep, getting like a good, well-rested sleep.
Yeah, well deserved.
Yeah. So I've been smashing Red Bulls all night long, rah, rah, rah. Anyway, everyone else wakes up and someone swaps out with me. And I finally get a chance to go in the back and get some sleep. And I fall asleep, felt like I was asleep for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I wake up to the Crazy Frog, and I'm pretty sure there's a photo of me like drooling, like in the van, just as it started playing. And then woke up to Crazy Frog, and I was horrified, horrified and disappointed
And traumatized.
Yeah, that's another one to throw in.
I think you just like being woken up when you're having a good snooze, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's probably one of my favourite things.
Would you rather wake up to Crazy Frog or having your feet tickled?
Oh, probably having my feet tickled, to be honest. Crazy Frog's pretty bad.
Just not what you expect, is it?
It's not the best thing to wake up to.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, Head and Heart as well.
Yeah, that's a good song.
If I woke up to that, I'd probably be in a massive mood, hey.
Head and Heart is the best song ever made. Frozen emotion, and my head does me to stop. You know, my heart goes. Just such a feel-good summer vibey
Summer
song.
vibes, bro. Just so good.
Such a banger. It's just what I need right now. I love it for me.
You should put that as the intro song for like all your Drewzy
content. No, we just had that great freestyle that I definitely didn't butcher at the start, bro. That's going to be the new one.
You should put it as like the interlude track or something.
Yeah, for sure. Just like faded in sort of thing. Just to get that feel good vibe up before the podcast.
Yeah, everyone wants a summer vibe.
Yeah,
so,
we love summer vibes. But yeah, you travelled pretty much all the East Coast in the band. But being a little isolated Perth in the middle of, or across a desert before you get to anywhere, there's not many places to tour in WA, but you are an up north boy at heart.
I spent a little bit of time up there.
What do you call yourself? You're a what at heart? A cowboy at heart?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh yeah, just growing up north in the blistering heat, mate. Just hard work. No, it was a good experience growing up there.
How long did you live there, and what age and whatnot?
I think I was up there from, I don't know, like not long after my parents split up. So that was like 2 weeks after I was born or something.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I think mum just like took off up north, and
Right.
like my nan and pop and all that were like living up there at the time. So went up there for probably a few years.
What town were you living in?
Oh, good old Port Hedland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, real nice place.
Yeah.
Nah, it was good though. I have good memories of it. Like,
Especially the shops.
Oh, the shops were beautiful, beautiful. South Hedland shops. Oh,
What sort of shops have you got up in Port Hedland?
From memory, I think you've got like a Kmart now.
Beautiful.
An EB Games, a Coles, I think, or a Woolies. There's a few other little shops. It's kind of like a Warmborough Fair kind of layout.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
South Hedland shops. So.
Best and Less, Kmart.
Yeah,
Woolies.
just, all the stuff that you really want to attend and go purchase things from. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was always cool because I think my nan used to like have a florist business.
Yeah.
So she'd have her own little shop there and sort of like spent heaps of time in those shops growing up. And just like seeing frogs. And one time actually, I was working in the floristry shop. Well, wasn't actually working. I was
Helping out your nan?
Helping out my nan, and my mum worked there as well. And they came across this frog. So they put it in this jar with like a kind of bamboo, like weave hatching thing over the top so it couldn't get out. And I was going to take it home. It was going to be my pet frog. And mum had to go do this delivery in the car. So we hopped in the car and I was holding my frog. And I can't really remember what happened, but mum went inside to go drop all these flowers off. And I'm sitting there. I can't remember whether I dropped the frog or what happened, but all I know is the frog came out of the container and we had no idea where it went. I think from memory it went into the air conditioning unit.
Oh,
right?
No.
So mum got back in the car and I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, the frog got out.
The frog's gone.
Yeah. And she's like, where'd it go? And I'm like,
Aircon.
I don't know. Like, and she was so pissed off with me,
Yeah.
because she's just got a frog living in her car now.
True.
So yeah, that frog probably lived a strange existence in the
Cool
aircon.
life in the aircon.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure whether it lasted in there, but I don't think it like smelt through the aircon.
Yeah,
So
okay, it's not too bad.
I think it survived.
I wonder what it's like being an animal and seeing all this technology, bloody aircon, whatever. Like, when I take Toby down for a walk and he sees a train, he goes ballistic. Like, they don't know what a train is. They don't know what's going on. They don't know about economics.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, it's probably just like the noises and
Yeah.
like they see a big thing flying through at a
Knowing what's
ridiculous
going on.
speed.
Yeah, true. You ever want to be an ant some days? You just want to run around, just do what you got to do.
Wouldn't mind being a house cat, to be honest. That's
Yeah.
pretty ideal. Like, you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to pay rent. You get fed whenever. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Shit in a box.
Shit in a box. The box gets changed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a pretty good life, I reckon.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Animal would I be? What animal do you think I'd be?
Look, I'd probably say you'd be like a grasshopper or something. just because I don't know. You just
What's that thing on Kung Fu Panda? Like the insect thing?
oh
What is it? Praying mantis?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah.
a real lengthy, long stick sort of vibe.
I'm pretty sure they're actually like a pretty brutal animal. Hey, like
Yeah?
they do some crazy stuff, like chop their like preys heads off and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Just fucking slap it up.
Yeah, no, it'd be pretty cool to be a bird, I reckon. Just fly around,
Mm.
go travelling.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I've already got so many birds after me anyway.
Do ya?
Oh, no, not really.
Yeah,
But-
nah. I'm the same.
Yeah. Now you got all
heaps
the
of birds.
birds.
You just can't pay attention to them, man. You just got to, like really understand who you are as a person because, like, I don't know, birds come and go, but at the end of the day, they're just after your budgie mix.
You straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Spot
just
on.
Gets in the way of the grind set.
Yeah, the grind set.
Stealing Davo's words here. But I like that grind set.
That's the best word I've ever heard, I reckon, grind set. You're a real grinder now, mate. You hopped into the gym today.
Yeah, I've been to the gym once, so I'm actually full time just
Discipline
grinding.
equals freedom.
That's it.
Yeah, just work hard or hardly work, mate. Choose what's hard for you and all that jazz. Back to the band. So you missed out on your year 10 adventure camp.
Yeah, I'm really glad.
But you also went on tour and missed your graduation.
Yeah.
Did you graduate year 12?
No, I didn't. So it was no loss. I kind of just went to year 12 and just attended and just had a great time with the boys.
Just enjoyed it.
Yeah, pretty much. I just, got into all sorts of little...
Fun things.
Yeah, suppose you could call it that. But
Yeah.
Ran a bit of a fuck, really. And yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Nah, school is definitely, like, not made for everyone, hey? Like, there's so many kids that go to school and hate it. And if you're, like, I don't know, not sort of... I don't know, if it's not drilled into you by your parents, like, you must get good grades and they, like, make you do your homework. Or if you're not, like... you're more of a hands-on type person. It's not the best environment to go to, but it's like school or TAFE.
Yeah.
It's like not two like great options. But yeah, didn't graduate. Went and had a good time on Thor.
Yep.
And then it doesn't matter, mate, because you're now learning a trade. Hey, what are you doing then?
Oh, just every now and again get to cut a bit of hair.
Yeah?
So, yeah. No, I started a Barber Apprenticeship like just over a year ago now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been really good. Like just working with good people and learning off the best, I suppose.
Learning the trade.
Yeah.
What's your favourite type of haircut?
Oh, what's it called?
Malay.
Nah. I can't even think
Come
of
on,
what
mate.
it's
You're a
called.
barber. You're meant to know every bloody haircut off the top of your dome, mate.
Nah, it's like this hell monk cut where it's just like everything's like long, but then you've just got the bald patch. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
How are you coming along 1 year into your apprenticeship? 1 year into the apprenticeship, 1 day into the grind set. These are the beginnings of big Truman Newman. What's it like going in there, learning from the best in Perth? Shout outs Danger Dan. Shout outs Big John.
Big on OJ. Yeah, no, it's good, man.
Good environment.
Very good environment. I mean, it's very slow and steady. Like it's more
Cruisy.
It's cruisy, but it's more like quality over quantity.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure, any boss could just throw me in the environment and like get me making money for the shop and like, making people leave with pretty dodgy haircuts.
15-minute haircuts, quick for cash.
Yeah. But it's definitely been more orientated around quality over quantity. So
Finer details.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's so many shops out there that sort of do that thing where it's just in and out quick. I've just made $20. Like, but yeah, that's not the mentality at our shop.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny seeing Sean go to... Well, yeah, growing up, I always just got like the number 2 all over sort of thing. And then like, yeah, me and Sean had always gone to this one place. And then when Sean got his head shaved the second time he went back for a haircut, it was just patchy as. And you sort of learn that lesson, like maybe these people just want you in, want you out, don't really look at the finer details of your hair. When I go in for a haircut with Liam, it takes 3 hours. He cuts every little hair.
Yeah,
Bang,
I count all the hairs. Yeah.
Finer details. But yeah, how long's your apprenticeship for?
3 years in total.
Yeah. Nice. And then you're going to be barber extraordinaire.
Fully
You could probably
qualified.
is the barber apprenticeship like an international qualification?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I know that I probably, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of people that work unqualified and stuff.
Yeah,
It's basically, I think it's more based on skill
Yeah.
than like qualification.
Yeah. That'd be sick if you could just go traveling and cut hair wherever you want.
I'm sure I would be able to. Like,
Would that be a plan once you finish your apprenticeship?
I think it would be pretty cool, to be honest. Like, yeah, I don't know, just going to Russia or something. And just like,
Siberia.
yeah, just
Soviet.
just cutting people's hair like in a different country. It'd be
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, if you went to Dagestan, you'd only have to learn one haircut, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get it down to a T.
The beard trims would be
Yeah.
pretty off the chain though.
Bit bushy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that'd be sick. Go around traveling, learning your trade, applying your trade, having a good time.
Would be nice. Yeah. Never really thought about it, to be honest. But
you could do it, mate.
Like, yeah.
I'll meet you over there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, is go over to England and then just apply at every single football club in England. Just copy and paste an email and just fling it off, even in Europe.
Yeah. No, you're passionate about it, though. So
yeah, it's good fun, mate.
you wouldn't have any issues there, mate.
How fun is it living with someone that only watches sport and nothing else? You come out any time of the day or night. Might be 3 a.m. I'll be watching United. Might be 8 a.m. and it'll be basketball during the day. Bit of AFLW at the moment.
Yep.
So
all sorts, mate.
How much do we love sports?
Oh, well, we love sports in this household.
Especially cricket.
Oh, cricket's the best, man. But yeah, honestly, the amount of times I've come home from work at like 4 a.m. and I've seen young Drews over here just passed out on the couch. The football's still going on the TV. Like, man's just mad about it.
Yeah. It's always been there through thick and thin sport. Whether times are shit or good, you can always turn on the football and enjoy that 2 hours, mate. It's like going to the gym. It's like a mental switch off from everything else that's giving you bother.
Yeah.
You just sit down, watch a bit of fighting, watch a bit of ball sport, then get into the NFL recently. It's good for you.
Yeah, well, like, even when I moved in with you guys, like, I never really was like a sports kind of person.
Yeah.
But,
you did grow up with a footy in your hands. But
yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a real good AFL player.
Big ruckman.
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't even into the footy really or anything. And I'd always just come home and Drew's would be chucking on, like, doing a live stream for like footy games and all sorts. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty keen for the footy season to start back up. Hey,
Yeah.
like, I'm keen to watch a few games and that.
Yeah, I'm keen for it as well because the channel needs it, mate. The views are dying.
Yeah, you need to do more prank videos, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What sort of pranks? Like prank call?
Nah. Oh, you could do some prank calls, but like, you know, just like putting shaving cream on people's hand when they're asleep and like tickling their face so they like slap themselves.
That's funny.
Yeah, like prank versus prank sort of stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's real hilarious pranks that aren't set up at all. I reckon a good one would be I've been saying it for years, but we go through the car drive wash.
Oh yeah, with the windows down.
No. Just get someone to sit on top of the bonnet. Like
them down.
in some budgies.
Yeah.
And just, you know, you're just laying there getting like power cleaned and soaped up. And yeah, I reckon that'd be good content.
You wouldn't need a shower for a week.
Nah.
You'd have all the dishwashing detergent or whatever the bloody hell they put on that sort of stuff.
Probably get contact dermatitis all over your body, but you know, that's all right.
Don't mind a bit of contact dermatitis.
Nah, it's fine, mate.
All right, Liam. I finish every podcast with the 2 most hardest hitting questions a man could ever ask.
Oh, here we go.
Where do you want to be in 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah.
Look, I know it'll happen eventually, but yeah, just be qualified like in my trade and, you know, have like just like a nice group of clientele, like just pretty much just mates and good people that I can look forward to, seeing and it like working isn't working.
Yeah.
If I'm just enjoying myself, having a yarn with people that I like.
Yeah. It's going to be so good for you to just grab that clientele of just all the boys because once you're like proper qualified, no one's going to be getting a haircut from anyone else except for you. I don't think it's going to be too hard for you, to be honest.
Yeah, it'll all come, all flow into itself, I think. But
so finish your apprenticeship, become real good qualified barber and that.
Yeah, pretty much. Just be good at what I do.
Yeah.
That's the goal, really.
It's just the reps, mate, innit?
Yeah, straight up.
Do you feel like you're improving sort of month on month at what you're doing at the moment? Like, can you see the improvement each time you do a haircut?
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I definitely beat myself up over like small mistakes, which are bound to happen in the learning process. But like, I think that has like an effect on it. So like, if I mess something up, I'll sleep on it, and I'm just like, all right, cool, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just keen to be qualified and enjoying what I'm doing.
Be 93 kilos, gym junkie.
Yeah, I don't know. Eventually, fuck off the old hospitality jobs and all that, and you know, have a bit more of a stable life where I'm not coming home at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that throws my week out a little bit. Like, probably takes a couple days to sort of get back into the sleep schedule of normal life. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
I don't really like ask myself that question. So
Yeah, just take it a day at a time, mate.
yeah, I don't really have a solid answer for it. But yeah,
no,
just be
poxy answer, mate. You suck.
All right, cool.
Nah. That was good. And the other one is, what advice would you give to yourself 5 years ago?
Oh, geez, these are tricky questions.
Yeah, mate.
Eh?
I'm telling you, hard hitting. Coming like Tyson Fury, mate.
Don't get so like wrapped up in what you're doing when you're like, yeah, like, you know, that age.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have been what, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not like how life's gonna be forever.
Yeah.
Like, don't think that's your the be all and end all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think when I first got out of school, I was working at that like animal feed place, and I was just like,
is this it?
I was like, I didn't even graduate school, so like, this is what I'm going to be doing forever. And you'd see the people working there that have been there for 30 years, and you're just like, is this what I'm destined to be?
Yeah.
But yeah, things have changed drastically in the last few years for me, really.
So, yeah.
And I'm doing something that I never really expected I would do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, just don't get so set on a mindset, I suppose.
Yeah. I like that. And you can apply that to anything, mate. Like, you've just started at the gym. I know we're in day one, but yeah, not getting stuck in that, I can't be bothered getting out of bed. But like, once you start going to the gym for sort of like 3 weeks, and then, yeah, you're like, it's really not that hard. And then you sort of start to get into a rhythm with it. And then it's like going from working in that animal stock place or whatever to like working in that barber shop. It's like comparable, like not going to the gym and sort of just sitting around at home all day or just wasting time because you're tired or whatever. But like once you can go to the gym a couple days a week, then you're not in the house. You know, it's that shift of lifestyle sort of thing. Yeah. Where were you at like mentally like 5 years ago compared to now?
17. Pretty unstable. Just, yeah, I don't know, just all over the joint. Like, yeah, I don't know, just 17, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't really know what life's going to be like. You're not 18 yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, yeah, I would have been in year 12.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that's actually a bit of a trip, to be honest. Thinking I was in year 12 like 5 years ago.
Yeah. That's when you left school, mate. You've been out of school for what, 5 years now then?
That's disgusting. I don't like that.
Old bloke.
Yeah, proper old fella.
Old fella.
Yeah.
Ever since I started going to the gym and like sorting out my life, and I was like, what, 3 years ago, 50 kg, had nothing going for me sort of thing. But then I started going to the gym and like you get your sleep patterns right. You start having a functioning body that works properly. You start, going to sleep at the right time. Your metabolism's rolling and whatnot. For like a good 2 years, I was on like a fat roll. I thought, I'm the king of the world. No one's going to stop me from doing what I want. But like hitting 20 and moving out of home, like I'm pretty, like last year was pretty sick, to be fair. I didn't have too many hiccups, but like towards the end of 2021, obviously going through a pandemic, like that like certainty and that king of the world mindset for me has definitely taken a hit for sure. Like there's always hurdles that are going to pop up. Like you think that everything's so cruisy and you're going to be sweet. Well, this is how I thought it was going to be. But then like life comes at you quick and like there's nothing that you can do about it. Like,
yeah, big time.
Like doing my MCL. Well, that whole like week was nuts. Like went to film a video with Jesse and my window got smashed in. It was like $500. I was like, that's all right. Yeah. And then the next day doing my MCL. So it just like put everything on pause and it was like, all right, life maybe not so cruisy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, far out. I remember that, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
helping me into bed.
Yeah, when bloody had to drive to go pick you up because Sean drove your car back.
Yeah.
He's like, got the phone call or whatever, and Sean's like, yeah, we got to go pick Drews up. He's like, busted his knee. And I was like, I'm just like, oh no, like his knee's going to be sideways or something. And like, I'm not huge with like graphic injuries and stuff. I was like, I don't even want to see it. Hey, like... but yeah, drove Sean down to the gym, seen you like hobble out the car. Like you were sitting in like the passenger seat or something, I think. Yeah, just hobbled out the car and Sean drove you home and then got home. I think Sean...
He went to see someone that night.
Yeah, he went out that night. And I was just watching the slow descent of Drew's athletics career. Like,
not going to get drafted.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, like he's sitting there and he's like, oh, it's not too bad, you know?
Yeah.
And then, by the time you went to bed, pretty much had to sort you out there, eh?
Yeah.
You were in
Tucked me in.
bit of pain there. Yeah.
It was pretty good, to be fair. Like, being like, oh, Sean, could you, like, make me, like, a luxury delight? And, like, bring it to me in bed, and Liam just, like, tuck me in and, like, pull my socks off and give my feet a rub sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should fake another MCL.
Yeah, nah, definitely not. Don't want to go through that again.
No, just fake it. So like, everyone does everything for you.
Just milk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Just do the Premier League approach.
Oh, man. Some of those blokes just act like they get shot, man. It's a joke. I think that's why so many people can't get into the sport at times, because, like, especially Australians, like, you watch the AFL and it's like, if you get hurt, you're not hurt. Get up and go.
Yeah. Get back up, mate. You walk it off. Like, you'll be right.
And then there's, like, Premier League players that'll get, like, tapped on the shin and it's like they've been shot. They do, like, 10 commando rolls and they're screaming. And
it's like someone breathes on them as they're, like, running past each other and they're like, oh.
Yeah. But, yeah, I like the Premier League, so that's all that matters. But we don't, like, oh, man. It's a bit of a weird spot to keep going with this podcast, but that Mason Greenwood news has just come out. One of my favourite United players. Yeah, so if people aren't involved in, like, following the Premier League, there's a 20-year-old Man United player, Mason Greenwood, come up through the ranks. He has as much potential as anyone to be great in the Premier League and just go down as a United legend. And then his missus posts on Instagram videos of, not videos, but photos of bruises where she's been beaten up by Mason Greenwood, and video of
busted
audio,
lip.
busted lip, audio clip of him, like, abusing her and pretty much insinuating, like, rape and stuff. So what a disgusting pig of a human, and he's wasted his career and caused long-term trauma to his missus. So
it's pretty bad. Like,
been arrested as he should be.
I have a feeling that no club's going to really associate with him.
Absolutely
after that's come out as well, because, you know, at the end of the day, if there is a club that does pick him up, people are going to be like, oh, this club supports, you know, all this kind of behaviour. Yeah. But yeah, look, it's not good news, and it's not ideal, but
absolutely not. And we're going to have to finish the podcast there because I have got to go to football training and I forgot about it. So I'm sort of running a little bit late.
You're going to make some boys run, eh?
Yeah, going to make some boys jack. 6 on the yak count at the beach session the other day, but I'll finish it off there. We'll look back on this in a few years, Liam. You'll be a professional barber. You'll be hench in the gym. And thanks for coming on and saving the podcast.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
Good yarns. Drewzy Yarn. Keep it locked. Subscribe. Like. See you later.
Run it up.